Kamran Mashayekh, and I'm going to speak to you today about the topic of masters of inclusion. Our country is currently going through a very chaotic period. All you got to do is turn on the news and witness that chaos. However, I'm here to tell you that there's also some very encouraging and good news as well that we can witness. The other day, I was watching TV and I saw brave firemen and firewomen rushing into a raging fire of a high-rise tower to save lives that were trapped in that fire. And I thought to myself, these brave men and women that are rushing to save lives, what are they thinking? And I realized that while frantically they're rushing towards that building, the questions they're not asking is, the people that I'm going to save, or hopefully save, I'm not asking what gender they are, what race they are, what their country of origin is, what their socioeconomic background is, what their sexual orientation is, what their religious affiliation is. All I'm thinking is, I have to go there at the risk of my own life and try to save their lives. And I thought, what a tremendous mentality of inclusion. And I also came to realize that in the process of doing that, they were transcending or overcoming any possible express or implied biases that they may have against any group of people. Singular focus was to alleviate suffering and help those people. I also realized that these masters of inclusion had another gift, and that was the gift of being a great listener. In order to help these people, they had to listen to them, that what is ailing them, where is their pain. By talking, other than giving instructions for their safety, they were more playing a role of listening to them. So, what was the take-home message from this very powerful scene that I saw? That if we have biases, that can either hinder us from giving our gifts or receiving our gifts from others. I have two concrete examples. In the 1930s, the most famous scientist of all time, Albert Einstein, wanted to immigrate to the United States. There was fierce resistance in certain sectors of the US society because of his national origin and his religious affiliation. The United States government, in its infinite wisdom, granted Albert Einstein permission to come to the United States. And for decades to come, he made contributions to the scientific community, which to this day remain relevant and useful. I also want to share a story that I experienced myself. I had the great privilege and honor of interviewing Houston area high school students who wanted to attend Rice University. About 2 years ago, I interviewed this young man of Hispanic origin who had filled out an application and wanted to attend Rice and requested an interview. He had a 1600 score on his SAT and a 4.75 GPA. At the end of the interview, I asked him, why should Rice grant you admission? In light of the fact that he had already turned down a six-figure scholarship offer from a very reputable state school in Texas. And he responded and said, because I'm going to be the first Hispanic Nobel laureate winner in the field of astrophysics. And I thought, who am I to dispute that? I want to support that. I want to make this young man's dreams come true. I want to elevate him further to greatness. So I wrote to the Rice Committee, Missions Committee, that we need to provide the platform for this young superstar to soar into greatness. We need to grant him admission so our university can benefit from his supreme intelligence. And when he wins the Nobel laureate, our school, Rice University, can take partial credit for that. So the important message of today is, how can we be agents of change? How can we be the change that we wish to see in the world? One is to adopt that mastery of inclusion mentality that the brave firemen and firewomen exhibited during that episode that I witnessed on TV. And two, whatever biases you have, try to transcend them and have an open mind, have open ears, be open to receiving information and sharing information. And step by step, you can contribute in your own unique way to making this world a more inclusive world. Thank you.